And looks like Elyod has or will be receiving. Don't quite know who won the toss or not. So coming in here, there are 4 guard on each side. Now obviously the 4 guard that Elyod has are on strength 4. So the strength and guard advantage is going to be in favor of Elyod. Another item here is the Claw Mighty Blow Beastman has the most kill power. So obviously with the Claw Mighty Blow stack, he's going to be trying to generate as many hits as he can with him. But with no block skill, he's going to be semi-reliant on getting some powers and rolling well here. Another factor within this tournament is that it's going to be 1-minute turns. Right off the bat, Luminous gets a perfect defense. Kick is centered enough to where Elyod doesn't have to be too concerned about either overcommitting or anything. Let's see if Lumi does anything besides just shift the line over some. So Lumi pushing his catcher up and forward here, which I like because if you're looking for who is this Claw Mighty Blow Beastman's going to blitz, if he blitzes him on just a 2 dice, it's not as likely of a knockdown than if you were to blitz him on a non-dodge player. However, this guard piece, if he gets some knockdowns here, this guard piece could be in trouble for getting a Claw Mighty Blow hit against him as well. So we're kicked off. First roll is a double pow from Warrior, and he does step up. You wonder if Elyod's going to be going after this guard piece here. Just pushes. He steps up as well. He is engaging with the hits here. Gets a knockdown. No breaks, and I'm assuming the blitz is going to be coming in on this guard piece, as opposed to this catcher, because it's going won't realistically be able to get over a 3 die on him. So, yep, Claw Mighty Blow hit going on the guard, just pushes. So fortunate results there for Lumi. But that's sort of kind of part of it when you aren't able to get block on this Beastman, this Claw Mighty Blow Beastman. It makes knockdowns less likely to happen, right? So Elyod shutting down this right side. Hey, what's up, truck? How's it going? Goes for the pickup. Sure Hands turns out to be pretty good skill. I was curious who he was going to be wanting to carry on. He also has this fairly mobile Beastman here as well with the dodge and 2 heads. He likes to go with the Sure Hands, which helps him save a reroll. Alright, it looks like instantly Lumi is putting his stand firm on this close to the sideline here. I wonder if he may be targeting this 2 heads. Good, you'd have to try to get another guard piece in though, so we'll see who Lumi finds, who he wants to hit. Maybe he goes for a Warrior here with one of his Mighty Blow blitzers. That's what he does. Gets the knockdown, so Mighty Blow hit coming in on this Warrior. Keeps him on the line. No break. Gets him to be a bit more centralized up top. Lumi kept one catcher on the bench here. And time is running low here. And elects to stand these two guys up here. So quite a bit of punches Elyod has in front of him here. You know, I'm curious about how Lumi, I think he's streaming his match here, and I know when he streams, he likes to take his time, talk about his thought process, and go through. So this 1 minute format, I'm interested how he adjusts with this here. It looks like he took the majority of his time on this first turn, which isn't surprising. But you're curious how that's going to affect his play. So Elyod's coming on this side. One, because Lumi's a little bit more loaded on this, from our perspective, left side, and he also is going to have some punches coming in here. So first one's on this guard piece, and another non-knockdown. That's 4 dice on this guard piece, no knockdown. Do see a knockdown on this lineman. Takes the both down, no break. Now where does the blitz come in at on this stand firm piece? If you don't get a knockdown, you're liable to get hit right back. And it looks like Elyod elects to hit this defensive lineman up here. Does get the knockdown. First knockdown from the claw mighty blow. And no break. Just a 4 on the armor roll. Now, he does have this beast engage here. He will just dodge him out. Dodge is successful. So strong front line here for Elyod. And Lumi basing up with a catcher on the side here. May elect to use his blitzer or to hit this beast here, but it may exhaust all of his movement to do so, which may leave him exposed for a claw mighty blow hit later on. So we'll see. Lumi's making his adjustments, swinging his team to kind of reflect what Elyod did, as Elyod's most of his offense is here on the push towards the right. You're going to see Lumi reflect that. Decides not to base with this stand firm piece, and that's exactly what we're going to see. So mighty blow hit coming on a rookie goat, just pushes though. Disappointing result for Lumi. And he is out of movement. So does he try to take a GFI to get out of harm's way from this claw mighty blow piece? I think that was one of the dangers of blitzing that piece, was that it took all movement. So he elects to keep some there, and I would think that Elyod's first thought is, I want to get a blitz on that piece. Also, Lumi, once again, time became a factor there, and 2 more hits are coming in on these linemen. Once again, no break yet, but 2 knockdowns. And a casualty. Their first removal of the game. Rookie Lino has been taken out. And here comes a blitz on that mighty blow tackle piece. Just pushes. Wow. All right, sorry for had some headset difficulties there. So we do see the 1 removal, and Elyod is now up min. Lumi does get the knockdown finally with the mighty blow hit, but no removal as just a 5 on the armor roll. And Lumi is continuing to keep some of his linemen engaged with his warriors here. I would have assumed that he was going to be trying to dodge them out and prevent those hits. It is keeping his guard warriors not pushing up the field quickly, but he is kind of giving up some 2 dice hits with block on a blockless player. So a little bit surprised that he's okay with taking a high probability knockdown here. Yep, and that's the first thing Elyod's doing, and he does get the knockdown, and he does get a break. So just a stun, no removal, but that is useful. And here comes Elyod with the push. I think there's a surf play on, but he does set himself up to get another 2-die hit. And so just pushes with the claw mighty blow, but he does have a chance to get another hit with a mighty blow. We are turn 4 here, not super necessary for him to advance far up the field quite yet. He does take 1 step up forward, and you see this kind of strong guard line here. And here comes a mighty blow hit on this lineman. And another break and another stun. So Lumi's just going to have 8 active pieces next turn. Let's see if he can just hold the line as long as he can to try to get these 2 stun players back in the game. So Lumi engaging here, so put his guard stand firm in, gets a knockdown on this beastman, and gets a stun himself, which is going to be useful to try to get these pieces back in. Starting to commit his stand firm just to try to hold the line. Elyod had a real opportunity to be able to move forward this next turn based on the 2 stuns and one man removed. So that stun's useful, and looks like Lumi's going to be committed to try to keep his stand firm to help hold that line and keep an Elyod from advancing too far forward. Also, Lumi hasn't tried to activate his ogre once. He has used him as a pillar in the middle, just so it's very difficult to try to push through the middle here. So Elyod's going to be focusing on trying to get hits here, most likely. But I think Lumi did enough to where he's not going to be comfortable advancing. So he's going to use the mighty blow tackle on the catcher. 3 die, gets a knockdown. Hey, what's up, G'day, Nick? And no break. Pretty good. So 1 removal for Elyod. Elyod's had plenty of 2-die blocks against Lumi. Lumi is just holding the line as much as possible. Lumi had 2 stuns the turn earlier, and so he committed his stand firm just to try to hold the line to get these guys involved next turn. But it looks like Elyod's trying to create some leverage down this sideline here. So it's no removals yet, but I think we're starting to see some moves here and how someone's trying to create leverage while someone was trying to hold the line, and it looks like Elyod has elected to try to move forward this way. Interesting, so he uses his guard warrior to base this stand firm guard piece here. Gets a knockdown on the guard piece and no break there. So Lumi could get some hits back in here with a guard that he has, and I'm thinking he's gonna need to get his ogre back involved here. Not only that, how does he also get these 2 players back in the game? So interesting turn here for Lumi. A lot of decisions here. So no knockdown, just a push, no reroll. Both coaches electing to hold on to their rerolls for as much as possible, for as long as possible. So Lumi squeezing a bit tight on this right sideline here. Does he try to activate the Ogre? I think he would. And he does. And the Ogre moves for the first time all game. Comes in and bases up these two Warriors. I think that's a fantastic place for him. Now, Lumi is with the strong guard line here, as Elyod is a bit more spread out than you'd expect. Now, does Lumi elect to move his guard stand firm piece here as well? Elects to throw the one die and re-rolls it into a skull. Wow, big decision there. Oh, no! Guard stand firm piece with death. I assume the Apo comes out for that. It does, and the Apo works. But Mike, what a swing there! What an absolute swing there. Bit surprised he went for the one die. Absolutely got the worst results. Elected to use a reroll, and all of a sudden, this being a bit squeezed in, not so much anymore. Getting a knockdown from the guard warrior, and that in itself has changed this entire mindset of this drive. Greed does hurt. I was a bit surprised at the one die, bit surprised at the reroll, and unfortunately he really did get the worst result. I mean, about it, the worst result you could have got. At least the Apo works. But you're gonna see Elyod very comfortably move up the side here. How well the ball is protected, and how well he can try to stall it out another turn afterwards may be in question. But as that's a 1-9, that'll take a reroll just into a push. That was almost really bad for Elyod there. But now you question, how far can he advance? This is a res format. Yep, correct. So keeping with the sideline cage here. Coming in with the blitz. Going to be hitting this. Oh, this most forward mighty blow. Tackle guy with dub skulls. No break though. Wow. So some not great dice from anybody here. But Lumi in pretty tough spot here. I'm going to have to try to disengage some agility 3. He's going to need some fortunate dice here, I believe, to really try to prevent the score here. So thrower electing to base the most forward beastman, and that probably is his blitz target. No, going with the one die. Just push on here to put some pressure on this sideline cage here. Elects to follow up. Now, I assume he's going to try to get somebody else in front. Time running out here, dodges the catcher out. Is that to set up a 2-die with the Ogre? Ogre gets a knockdown, so Ogre has done a pretty good job for Lumi this half, really. I assume no follow to keep this warrior in place. No break. And will we see a reroll? Pretty big to get this guard stand firm piece forward if he can, and he does. And that just puts a little bit, takes a GFI, one more. Huge rolls there for Lumi to put a lot of pressure on Elyod here all of a sudden. So all things considering, I think it was a successful turn for Lumi. Does get a mighty blow tackle piece. Blitzer knocked down from this warrior. No break. So let's see how Elyod approaches this. Coming in with the hit on the stand firm piece, no knockdown, elects not to re-roll it, and now his ball carrier is in a bit of a predicament here. He's going to have to try to either retreat Gets a knockdown on the rookie lineman here. That frees up this Beastman. Ooh, gets a break there. So the Warrior could become relevant next turn. Where does Elyod put this? Put this piece here. 6. Takes a GFI. Gives him an assist here. Knockdown on the thrower. And a 1 and 9 on the Mighty Blow. Gets a knockdown. So reroll staying huge there. Elyod fortunate there. And does he try to dodge this carrier out? He does, and the dodge is successful. And the second dodge is successful. Well done by Elyod there. Got the dice. 2 huge dodge rolls there. And all of a sudden his ball carrier is actually really well protected here. So well done by Elyod there. Lumi electing to go with the Ogre. Get another knockdown hit from the Ogre here. That does free up this lineman here and potentially this catcher as well. So gonna be tough for Lumi to stop the score here. Elyod was able to get himself a bit more centralized. 2 stunned players along with the 2 removed already. So it looks like he is placing pressure. This may be his blitz option here. It is, gets a knockdown with Mighty Blow. Just a stun, so no removals yet for Lumi. And perhaps he tries to get a stand firm in the way. Not a lot of options here for Lumi. Coming down, about 5 seconds left in the turn. What does he want to do with these 2 players? Keeps him standing up. Does dodge the stand firm to get in the front here. Probably wants to dodge this catcher out as well. So it looks like Elyod's gonna have to throw some dice at the very least. Some blockless dice. At 1 and 9s. There goes the reroll, but there goes the knockdown. And now just a push on this Mighty Blow tackle piece, and that is a score. The guard's on a good location here, so I believe you have to use this rookie Beastman. No, it goes... Oh, it's because of horns, of course. So, I thought that was going to be a 1 dice there, but it does get the push, and that will lead to a touchdown for Elyod. So a lot of 1 and 9s there for Elyod this half. But he did a great job maneuvering, and really Lumi with the 1 die, both down, re-roll into a skull that turned into a death, I think really dictated that entire drive. Lumi does have 1 re-roll left. This is overtime format. We're going to switch over to Lumi's perspective here. He does have 11 players here, 12 players for Elyod. Very exciting first half, though. As we saw, both coaches having to deal with some bad dice, really. I mean, I don't think anyone had great dice at all, really, that entire half. So you saw both coaches doing what they could with the bad dice that they were given. So Elyod sets up with because of the strength 4 and the guard and the placements here, he does a strong 1-turn defense while protecting some of his best players outside this rookie Beastman. So you may see Lumi, just because this is overtime format, I don't think Lumi's going to be too hard pressed to try to 1-turn here. Yeah, I agree. That half, because Elyod would have had he would have relied on a knockdown on that piece that killed himself. I think he had to rely on a knockdown there for him to be able to advance up that sideline. And if he didn't get that knockdown, which is what, like 55% or something, then I don't think he could have advanced up the sideline there safely. I mean, even if it was a knockdown, he was able to stand up a guard, stand firm piece. Ooh, there is a rock on a warrior. Ooh, just a stun. That was almost huge. That was why Elyod put this guard warrior on the sidelines, was because there are no stadiums here, and he knew a rock could have been a potential opportunity. So, Mighty Blow hit on the warrior. No effect. We're going to see Mighty Blow come in on a rookie Beastman here. Does get the knockdown. No removal. Lumi, bit unfortunate on his Mighty Blow hits on these goats. You figured they'd be at least breaking armor more often than they've had. Here comes the Ogre. Ogre has been fantastic this half for Lumi, though. Gets another knockdown. No break. Don't believe we'll see a foul here, but maybe with a rookie lineman. That's a bit of a risk in overtime format. I don't believe we'll see a foul here. Turn 8 fouls are usually not great because if it's a knockout, you have still 50% chance to come back. If you're really looking for a casualty, yeah, Elyod has an Apo. I don't think a foul was worth it. So here we are, starting the second half. Elyod up 1-0. And looks like Elyod's going to be electing to put some rookie Beastmen on the line this time. Interesting decision. He doesn't want his warriors taking Mighty Blow hits. However, they're going to be more likely to stand up against the Mighty Blow, right? So, Lumi with his 2 Mighty Blow blitzers and the Ogre, you would think has an opportunity to cause a removal here on the LOS. It is going to be 11 versus 11 for this drive. Elyod does have a bench still. Now this is second half. You gotta remember this is overtime format. Your rerolls don't reset going into overtime. Both these coaches are super conservative with their rerolls anyways, but Elyod electing to defend the rest of his skilled beastmen up here. Lumi likes a setup, so he does a pretty conservative setup for a potential blitz. It's not a blitz, it's a quick snap, allows the thrower to get under the ball for a potential catch opportunity. Looks like he may be trying to blitz this, from our perspective, right warrior. That's where his blitzer was headed. Doesn't catch the ball, scatters backwards. And we get a knockdown, 1-9, but he has block on the Mighty Blow, no break. Another block, gets another knockdown. No break. Here comes the Ogre, gets a knockdown. It's a break, just a stun. Lumi has been a bit unfortunate as far as the removals are concerned on him causing them. So elects to go forward with his guard piece. I'm a bit surprised by that. Figured he would have used the rookie and the catcher to do the assisting on this blitz. But here comes the blitz on the warrior. Does get another knockdown, so have been some good knockdowns for him. And no break. However, you're almost assured that this guard lineman is going to be the blitz target for Elyod. So that's what I was thinking. If you had the catcher here though and a rookie lineman, your catcher's probably getting 3-diced. So Lumi has a lot of important players. Maybe if he had 2 rookie linemen here, He does have another rookie lineman over here. But he did want to put 2 catchers on one side, but yeah. A lot of decisions to be made here. So he advances the ball up fairly far. He did create some leverage here on this right side. Elyod can make this a 3 dice if he adds another assist here. He's going to get 3 dice with the claw-minded blow on the guard piece. That's well done by Elyod, setting himself up for the most likely chance for success. And he's creating this, once again, this pretty strong guard wall that's just really tough to get through. He looks to spread out his warrior a little bit more than I would expected him to. And gets a knockdown with Claw Mighty Blow. And gets a break, no removal. So I think Lumi is probably going to be okay with that result. Could get a return hit on this warrior, on this rookie lineman. But if you're looking at blitz options, not a lot out there. Perhaps this rookie beastman here. Perhaps you see what this result is, and then you determine if you want to blitz him instead. Oh, Lumi steps up with his guard stand firm piece. He will elect to blitz this rookie beastman here. Gets a knockdown. Another mighty blow hit in on AV8. And there's the first removal for Lumi. Probably says, thank goodness. Feels like it was about time, and the Apo comes in. Elyod electing to keep numbers on the field this half. He's trying to shut down the score this half. Aggressive Apo. I don't hate it. I mean, it's just on a rookie beastman. I was thinking in my head he was going to be trying to see if one of his more important players was going to get hurt. That's where that Apo is going to come in. But he elects to use it on this piece. Does get the knockdown on the warrior. That was one of the risks of using him to set up that 3 die. No break though. So I don't expect the ogre to be activated here. This looks like to be a pretty strong position here for Lumi. So not as much leverage with the 2 safeties here. His guard stand firm piece is the most valuable piece that's available to get hit by the Claw Mighty Blow. Issue is, if you don't get a knockdown, then he's likely to get punched right back, right? So. And it looks like Elyod's going to set up a 3 die on this rookie lineman instead. So another 3 die with Claw Mighty Blow coming in. It's just a really strong position there. He does get the knockdown. Pretty good job to get that 3 die. Another break, another non-removal. So now I'm sure Elyod's kind of saying, maybe in the back of his mind, come on, at least one of these is going to be removable at some point, right? So catcher based up by this warrior, no realistic chance to actually get a punch back here. Perhaps this warrior, who's a bit of a pest, a bit annoying, would be the one that'd be the target of getting hit. Does he try to move the ogre this turn? Ogre's doing a pretty good job of holding down these 2 beastmen. Will Lumi swing back to the left here? A lot of decisions here for Lumi. Interesting turn coming up. Looks like this may be his blitz target. Not with Mighty Blow, though. Just a push. So Lumi now trying to create some leverage up here. How far does he send up the catcher? Pretty far up. Lumi likes to create leverage down the sideline. You see that within his style of play. Likes to be able to push people up the hill. Does activate the ogre and puts in base contact with his warrior here. And it's not the easiest for him to get a punch back on him. He may take a GFI from this guard warrior here, or does he leave the catcher on him to make sure his two guard pieces are not moving very far? He does have the stun piece here. If you move too far left, does he become irrelevant? Does dodge the catcher out. So 3 die on the catcher up top to try to close off on that leverage down the sideline. We see he elects not to use his warrior to come in and try to punch back this ogre. It did take a GFI if possible. He's going to leave his sure hands over here to mark this rookie lineman. So we do see a 3-die coming in on the catcher, no knockdown. However, he is able to push him to the tackle beastman here for another hit. For one more assist, would allow that to be a 3-die. There's going to be another 3-die for Elyod here, setting up a lot of 3-dies against Lumi here. Well done by Elyod. Does get the knockdown here with Mighty Blow. And no break. And did a really good job of just shutting down that leverage that Lumi created. Just a push from the warrior here. So that was a very good result there for Lumi. This guy most definitely did his job. And uses the warrior to dodge away from the ogre. A bit surprised. Does he keep these two guys on the ground? Alexa stand him up. Oh, with the dodge out. Keeps him on the ground. So really strong positioning here for Elyod. However, now he's a bit pushed towards this way, right? Now do you see Lumi trying to swing back right? Does he continue to push down the sideline? I think we found our blitz target here. Most likely going to be coming in with the Mighty Blow. However, a push result is going to be bad for Lumi, because that means someone's getting hit back. And that's what he finds, is push result. Elects not to reroll it. You know, because of that non-knockdown, how far up does he go? Looks like he's gonna be aggressive with it. He's really kind of cutting off this whole line here, trying to create that leverage. As I stated, that's really one of Lumi's, what he likes to do, is create this leverage on the sideline. And the ball carrier's moving up. This dodge from the catcher could be very important. The ogre activating or not could be very important. If you get the ogre within here. Ogre moves again. It's been a fantastic ogre. Catcher probably. Oh, catcher comes flooding to the right here. So now he has kind of two free players. That's a bit annoying for Elyod. And tackle doing a job. Does he re-roll this? He might. Nope. Overtime format. Let's not to. Honestly, just his body laying there prone is pretty annoying for Elyod as well. So, Elyod, first move, he wanted to put a warrior there to try to tie down these two players there. I think that's smart. That was a big result there to go after that ogre. So Lumi in a bit of trouble here. 2 GFIs to score. How does he elect to do this? He may be forced to try to score here. I think Elyod's done a good job of trying to force that. With the ogre being stunned, he could have potentially, if the ogre wasn't stunned, generate a hit, and still been able to kind of step up in this pocket, but he looks like he's going to be going for the score. Fails the first GFI. Oh no, 2 more to have to go. He has to take it. Oh, he gets it. So we're 1-1. Elyod with 4 turns. Try to take a lead here. So both Appos gone, but it's still a 11-on-11 game. Lumi electing to keep his stand firm on the sidelines, spread them out, make it difficult for Elyod to advance up the field here. Also protecting his 2 tackle players. A deep kick could give Elyod some trouble. He's going to have to start thinking, Chaos isn't the slowest, but they're also not the fastest team. They're going to have to start making some moves up the field. Humans typically do a pretty good job of getting in the way. So that reroll right back to Lumi, but it's a picture-perfect kick for Elyod. We're going to switch to his side here. So we get a knockdown, no break. Another knockdown, no break. Claw Mighty Blow coming in most likely on this guard piece here. 3 die on the catcher coming up most likely. So 3 die on the catcher coming up. Gets a knockdown. Mighty Blow hit coming in. No break. Gets a knockdown. Claw Mighty Blow on the guard lineman. Big hit coming up here. No break. My goodness. 4 knockdowns was fortunate, but no break on any of them was definitely unlucky for Elyod there. Has to be a bit frustrating. And sure hands fails. He did a fairly good job shutting this down, but how aggressive does Lumi get? How much pressure can he put on this ball? So he elects not to be super aggressive. Could have potentially tried to blitz this piece. But he is standing up his lineman here. He's electing to get in front. So here comes a blitz on this most forward-facing warrior. No knockdown. Does push him back one. So Lumi electing to stay conservative with this turn. Does send the catcher up to tag the ball carrier. Successful dodge from the lineman. That helps. Immediately setting up a 3-die to clear the ball carrier. So Lumi electing where the blitz comes in is pretty good. Mighty Blow hit again, does get a break. No removal. Another 7 on the injury. Just pushes. Does get another hit though. Gets a knockdown this time. And no break. So Elyod not going far this turn. And it's setting him up to have to push quite a bit next turn if he wants to get some scoring threats in. And Sharan's working again. Not some great dice there on these pickup rolls. But how far does he advance here? Alexis stays centralized. Assume he's going to push. Wanting to close off this guy from being able to get to the ball carrier. I believe this is going to be a 3-die setup. It is, and it's a knockdown. No break. Now, one of the good things about Chaos that makes them really good is that these Chaos Warriors are Agility 3. They have a very legitimate chance to be scoring threats as well. But if Lumi just keeps a couple safeties back here, or just a safety back, it's going to be tough for Elyod to really move forward and establish scoring threats. He does have, Lumi may be dependent upon dodging one of these guys out. But he likes to bring his stand firm in the middle, because that's where the majority of his men is. He likes to use 2 players on the sidelines instead. Will Lumi activate the Ogre here? I think that's another key decision he has to try to make. Here comes a blitz on this warrior. Gets a knockdown. No break. And he's going to be one of his safeties here. Now, Lumi, I believe, is going to be dependent upon making a dodge here, because there's a giant chasm of a gap here. Let's use the Ogre to fill it. My goodness. Now, that was a huge dodge. Yeah, with the two stand firm here makes it a bit tough to advance for Elyod there. So those 2 dodges were absolutely huge. So Lumi's seeing some favorable dice here. Curious to see where Elyod goes. Could elect to try to knock down this player and do some dodges through. He's actually going for the stand firm. Does he re-roll? Does not. So Elyod most likely not advancing. Looks like Lumi may have done a fantastic job here of shutting down this drive. Really the 1 and 9 on the pickup. Looks like Elyod may be getting a scoring threat here. 2 GFIs away with that guy. May get 2 scoring threats. Yep, 2 scoring threats now. Wow, a lot of GFIs here. So he's able to protect the ball. So 2 scoring threats for Lumi to have to deal with. It honestly may not be the easiest thing in the world to deal with them either. We'll see. So definitely the blitz on the warrior, and a push is good enough. And we get the knockdown. Ooh, and a huge casualty. Apo gone for Elyod. That is a warrior out. If he cannot score here, that is a warrior out for overtime. Now Lumi, don't think that's quite enough to stop the potential scoring threat. The Ogre activates again. Let's try 1 die with his rookie to free up to stand firm. Elyod still has somewhat of a chance here. I mean, it's not easy. He can't go backwards at all. Even if he blitzes him off. I think Lumi may want to get someone. Yeah, that GFI there really makes this highly unlikely to work. Ooh, does he? Uses GFI to get a punch in on the Almighty Blow guy. He does. Ooh, snakes it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Loses a reroll there. That's tough. You may see a punch coming in on his guard stand firm piece. Realistically, I don't think Elyod has a chance to score here. Just pushes. He was actually going for a chain push, so if he would have gotten a knockdown, he may have been able to try to do some dodges out. Looks like he's going for it anyways. Yeah, it's a 5+, 5+, 3+, 2+, 2+. Bit surprised. I figured he would have taken his punches, especially. Looks not to reroll, so Lumi shuts down the score. Surprised he didn't take this punch first, really, because that was obviously not likely. Figured he would have taken some punches. So Elyod won the toss and has elected to receive, obviously. It is still 11 on 11, albeit 1 warrior down. 1 warrior has been replaced with a beastman. So this has been a pretty intense match. Lumi elected to go with the similar defense that he had set up last time to prevent the quick score in the second half. Although Elyod doesn't have to go with the quick score now. He has all half. 3 rerolls for Elyod, 2 for Lumi, both Apos gone. Fan factor in Lumi's way. Again, not an incredibly deep kick or difficult kick. Knockdown coming in on lineman. No break. Just a push on a lineman. Didn't set up for optimizing as many blocks as possible. Most likely we'll get a 3-die setup though on this guard piece again. As you've seen, very similar setup for Lumi, very similar attack from Elyod. 3-die on the catcher, 3-die on this guard piece. Gets a knockdown with Mighty Blow here. And doesn't break. My goodness. Here comes a 3-die with the Claw Mighty Blow on the guard piece. 3 both downs. Does he re-roll this? He might not. He does. Gets a knockdown. And there's removal. Big removal. There goes a guard piece for Lumi. And now it's 11 versus 10 in Elyod's favor. So good re-roll there for him, I would think. I'm expecting Lumi to not be super aggressive here. He is down 1 player, but he's had success being conservative. Ogre activates again, puts him in good spot, has a chance to return hit on this warrior. And I think you see who he will be blitzing, sets up with a Mighty Blow hit, gets a knockdown. Could try to set up a 3+ out with this lineman. No break. Could try to do a 3+2+ tag the ball carrier if you'd like. Not sure how effective that would be. Bringing his stand firm back in the middle here. Actually bases up this warrior, or this beastman here. Gonna put this beastman in a tough spot. Advances a bit more with this catcher. Keeps a second stand firm down the sidelines. Assume he moves him up here. Goes for the block, gets a knockdown. No break. And he does dodge out with this line. And he does do the 3+2+, and it's successful. It was 2 2+s actually. Didn't realize that. And that's a bit annoying if you're Elyod. He's gonna very calmly set up a 3-die with the Claw Mighty Blow. Prevents the double skulls, gets a knockdown though. No break. Oh my goodness. But you see a cozy little pocket where the ball carrier could be going into. Oh, ball carrier actually swings pretty far out right here. And now you see Elyod trying to create that leverage. Because this is overtime, Lumi's going to have to address that. Warrior's going right up there. And saying he will allow a 2-die on the stand firm here. Doesn't get it. Ball's still protected though. Unless Lumi wants to do a 3+2+2+1 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That may not be. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3+2+2+1 die. I doubt Lumi tries to do that. But he has some return hits coming in here. Three return hits coming in here if he wants it. Plus a blitz. I think we see who his blitz target's going to be. Mighty blow tackle on the mighty blow tackle. Just pushes. Lumi's probably disappointed with that result. Has to be. That would have been a pretty high valued hit. Elyod hasn't given up very many high valued hits on his beastman. So big results here coming up. Gets a knockdown. That's big on the warrior. Now we see the ogre. 3 pushes, 3 die out the ogre. Unsuccessful. Does Lumi follow? Probably pretty easy. No, it's not actually. I was thinking it was going to be an easy kind of 2-die hit back on him, but it's not. Stand firm piece. Gets a knockdown. Gets a break. Quite curious what Lumi does with these kind of final pieces here. Is he going to try to do another 3+2+2+? Ooh, he probably does not reroll that, yeah. The second 2+ would have been nice to once again dictate where the blitz was going to be coming in. This lineman has done a pretty good job of being annoying. Pan ass on Nick. I don't even know what that means, but pain in the ass. So Elyod can take his time here. Guard comes in, allows him to get a hit on one of these guys. I think you're probably going to see a 3 down on this catcher setup. Ball carrier moves up ever so slightly. Actually hitting the catcher with the claw mighty blow. Just pushes. Kept the tackle there to be more conservative in protecting the ball. Ooh, Dub Skulls, does he reroll it? He does not, and it's a knockout. Huge result. Now we're 10 on 10. Chaos is just not having a lot of favorable block dice here, or removals. So Elyod trying to squeeze and jam his way up the sideline here. That leaves his warrior to get pushed back. Both down though. They'll get another chance. Push is not a great result, though, with this guy, because I don't know if you want your catcher getting... Yep. I think you should have moved this catcher first, unless he's going to push him here. And try to blitz him off. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him try to move the catcher first, perhaps. So 2 tough results for Lumi. Here comes the ogre with the hit on the beastman. No break. And he elects to leave the ogre there. I thought he would go try and push the ogre forward and try to squeeze in the side a little bit more. See, stand firm coming in. Fairly aggressive here. Is this a 1 die? No, it's a 2-hour catcher, of course. So it does get the knockdown this time. No break. This sideline may need to swing his catcher around. Completely shut down Elyod from going around. Yep. Does he throw one die here? He does. Gets a knockdown. Wow. He'll take that. So Elyod with 4 players on the ground here. It's getting tough for him. He does have 1 hit on this stand firm piece. Gets a knockdown. Ooh, huge removal. Huge removal. One of Lumi's most important pieces in stopping this drive. And here comes a call by Blitz on the thrower here on the sidelines. Dubs goals again. Reroll. Does likes not to reroll it. Eats the skulls.
Oh. Hey, mate.
Hey,
I just sneaked in.
How's it going?
Because your game is still playing, I can see.
It is.
Just,
it's overtime. Yes, it's been
yeah.
a pretty intense match.
Yeah, I took. Yeah, I want to know what time as well.
So, Elyod was able to do an 8-turn stall, scored in the first half. Luminous had to score in the second half after about 4 turns, but then he shut down Elyod's counterattack.
Whoa.
Yep, so overtime started, Elyod received, and ultimately this game has been not a lot of removals. I mean, you see kind of 2 this drive against the humans and 1 against the chaos but for the most part, a lot of knockdowns, not a lot of removals up to this point. Luminous has really done a good job of just being annoying and standing in the way, and the block dice for the chaos have been really poor. Ultimately, a lot of 1 and 9s, a lot of skulls, a lot of both downs from the beastman blocking. And this ogre has been fantastic. No boneheads yet for this ogre. Yeah, just 2 really high quality plays here. It's gonna be really tough for the chaos to do anything. Really, to be able to advance is gonna be tough here. Even though he has a man advantage technically, he has 1 guy stunned, 3 on the ground.
Kind of caged in a big cage.
So he's gonna be blitzing up together with marking the ball. Gets a knockdown with Mighty Blow. Another removal. Huge. So now, Luminous is going to be down to 8 players on this drive. 10 versus 8. So now that's starting to become a significant man advantage.
Yeah, I think Elyod just needs to play it safe, which he does by running the ball carrier a bit back.
Yes, yeah.
But it's my roster is quite similar to Elyod's. It's dicey as fuck.
Do you know how many games have been completed? Is this the last one?
Camry is an overtime as well.
Okay.
Shattered Eyes. Receiving with 11 versus 5 chaos.
So how did you, Kfoged? How did you do it? How'd you fare?
He couldn't get any movement forward until I rolled a couple bad turns. He scored in 8. I scored in 8. He tried a sneaky 1-turner with his sidestep catcher, but failed in the end to pick up. And I received the ball in second half, and it started to pile up with KOs. Not many removals, but KOs.
Yeah.
So it ended up being pretty safe. He had a chance to put pressure on turn 1, but couldn't get a player down, and then from that, it's pretty safe, I will say.
Sure. Okay, so you won your first match then, yeah?
Yeah, for once.
Well, congrats, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. From my Minu hitting himself down, not breaking armor, and then wild animal 2 turns in a row. At that stage, I was thinking back on last Blitz Pit.
Who did you face? I forgot who you.
Holy boy. It's human.
Yeah. Ah, another
Humans.
humans. So that's a big bonehead there. That's the first time this ogre is boneheaded, and it comes at when they're down 2 men. That's kind of when you want the ogre to be really making a presence here. So that actually makes this now a 1 die from this blitzer, unless he cancels it with this lino.
Yeah, he might do that. He needs to think about it at least fast. How many rerolls? I'll take the 1 dice.
Yeah, he took the 1 dice.
But the cat, he doesn't need. It's too risky. If it goes wrong, it's so much worse.
Yeah.
But he had to get that guard stand firm 1 square to the right for sure.
So yeah, looks like Elyod's gonna be shifting here, maybe potentially trying to go left now.
Yeah. The problem is still that stand firm dude if he doesn't go down.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. That's why it was huge. His second guard stand firm was removed. Was removed this half from just a Chaos Warrior knockdown. So that was a huge removal this overtime. So we do see Elyod swing left here.
And seems like Jimmy's dwarf marches on.
Oh, did he win his match?
Yep.
He had a good matchup against. I think he had Elyod, right? One of the few Elyod.
Yeah, the one and only. I think.
That's a rough draw for Hungary. I think I'd be like, who made this tournament? Who's who I'd be asking if I was Hungarian. First draw is dwarves.
I was looking. I was asking. Get Enig after I've got you in first round last time with my.
Oh wow, that's
the worst of the worst.
Big fail GFI, reroll works. So. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus for a 1 die. Not great.
If it's been Elyod the other way, he will just be waiting a turn more. That's some options. He can try. That's a catcher. How many catchers do?
He has 2 catchers.
Oh, they're both. Yeah, okay. So the 2 first I was trying to see what he could do with was catchers.
Yeah.
One of them is placed by tackle. That's not great.
Yep. Ooh, he does elect it with the catcher dodge here.
Yeah, but it's the only safe good assist you have.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot here. Elyod did a pretty good job of swinging and keeping it as safe as possible. So here comes Blitzer, makes a 3 plus. Actually elects to hit the most forward-facing Beastman. Does he re-roll this? Elects not to.
I think he needs to roll more dice.
Yeah.
But it's hard to stop him now.
It is very hard to stop him. I thought for
I will be set.
When I saw the dodge, I thought maybe he was going to be trying for the sack attempt. But
he's running out of time now.
Yeah, got the surf in.
I will be tempting with the 2 against to free up the Ogre and then move the Ogre into the scrum.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah.
Because you got block, he doesn't have block. But I don't think his time. Oh!
That's rough. That's very rough. The Ogre was so good up until the last 2 turns. Makes us 3 plus with the catcher. Yeah, I guess.
But now there's just a gaping hole if he gets the.
He has tons of chances to knock down the stand firm guy. It was just tough. It was tough there. It was running out of time. Immediately gets him down. Yeah, and immediately I think Elyod has a huge chance here just to be able to advance up and keep the ball safe.
Yeah, he can even blitz one of those dudes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that a far away? He needs to blitz that tackle mighty blow now to actually get the ball down. That's could have elected to put the cage players a little bit differently, I think. Oh, make go for it, but that's.
I don't think he'll make go for it here. He may use the
three,
mighty
four,
blue
five.
piece to blitz.
Oh, a handoff. Ah, you can. 1, 2.
I think he'll just use the mighty blow piece to blitz the other mighty blow piece.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
No. He's going.
Interesting. He does make the GFI,
Yeah.
but he didn't use his blitz at all. I figured it'd been a lot safer to blitz than to. Try to
Yeah, that's 4 dice to get a 3+.
Yeah.
And 2+, where you still can do the 2+. I've
Right.
definitely blitzed instead.
Yeah, but no matter what it is, I mean, Elyod has been able to.
Actually, he could also just have put his cage slightly differently.
Yeah, that's also true. So Lumi's setting up to try to prevent him from going down the sidelines, but I don't think he's realistically going to be able to stop him from going to the center of the field here. So
He got the players in the backfield, so he could actually blitz the ogre and get at least the thrower around as well on the dodge.
yeah, I do believe he may need to. I do think yeah.
But he's running out of time, but that's his only option.
Next GFI here. 10 seconds left. Two more GFIs were successful.
And blitz. Come on, blitz, blitz, blitz. Run, run, run! And you could have tried to move the ogre and some of all that thinking time. Oh, he needs to click very fast with that thrower if he wants to do anything.
Oh wow,
blitzer.
Ooh,
Oh, that's actually better.
Has to re-roll.
I like that. And if you get, oh my god. But why did
Should move the ogre.
that ogre? Yeah, in some of the thinking time, he could have moved the ogre because he was not going to do a go for it with it anyway.
Right.
He could attack that warrior. In some of the thinking.
So pretty easy blitz through and score here from Elyod. Just needs a push, and he gets it. So that will be Elyod advancing. Congratulations to him. Commiserations to Luminous. They both played a fantastic game. Both were just really good coaches, just fantastic decisions all around. Made life really difficult on each other throughout. That was a lot of fun to watch. It took 24 turns for this to be decided. Right.
Congratulations, Elyod.
Yeah.
So both of us managed to win a game this time.
Yeah, as opposed to
Both
last
the
time.
two and out. Two of the two and... What? Yeah, we were the two and outs.
Yeah. That's funny.